The only good bug is a dead one. This thing has some kind of mechanical harness. Wearing this harness, perhaps they'll think I'm one of them. It's worth a try.
ID confirmed. Drone Guard class, Sector 7. Proceed. Class not permitted within the Queen's chamber. Entry denied.
Grap.
Not so many. Slow down. Too many and the machine will overheat.
The insects are bumping a bellows to control the furnace. This insect is hooked up to a machine, and the levers must control the furnace. That would harm even me. That would harm... It would be enjoyable. A handsome young Cyclops. I hope he can help me.
By the Makers! Grimwall! You're Grimwall! But what are you doing here? Why have you returned to us? I thought Gromna had everything under control.
Grimwall? Is that my name? I don't remember much. Just waking up in this hive and having to battle a few insectoids. I had to use this strange device that I found on the large one, just to pass their security forces.
It's an ID harness. Gromna built them for the insectoids since they lost their sight. With that on, you look like another bug to them. That's why they're not swarming all over you. Look, my name is Graven. We need to talk more. But until the work slows down, I'm stuck here. Afterwards, I'm going back to my pod. We can meet there. My pod's globe code is Grenisser. Use it if you need to get in there for anything.
This monster is also half machine. Who are you?
TikTok. Cybernetic technician.
What is your function?
To integrate cybernetic enhancements to the flesh.
Who designed these robotics?
Gromna, honorable assistant to Her Majesty.
I require my ID harness to be upgraded.
Upon whose authorization will I grant this procedure?
You
delay in your response. I am busy. Return when you can produce the proper authorization.
An insectoid pincher. The edges are sharp.
Password.
Grap.
Entry denied.
A defense mechanism for Greven's pod.
Password.
Grenadier.
Enter.
Wonder if Graven has any good crystals.
And now, our breaking story this evening. During a helicopter sweep in the search for another missing child in the troubled remote community of Warrendale, authorities were startled to discover what appears to be a gigantic insect hive attached to Mount Cyteria close to the ancient mechanical ruins. Details are sketchy at this point, but some sources have estimated that the visible portion of the hive is only a small part of the greater whole. More details on this breaking story as it develops. In an attempt to halt the infestation of the insect horde that is sweeping across our nation, leading entomologist Gromna will lead a team to infiltrate and examine the ever-growing hive. When asked why he was risking his own life on this mission, Gromna simply replied that he was willing to sacrifice anything to stop the infestation. When he heard the news, President Agris said, "Gromna is truly a great man, and we all wish him much success." Today, the nation breathed a collective sigh of relief as word from Gromna finally reached our closest outpost to the hive. Gone for months and presumed dead, it turns out that Gromna's team is not only alive, but they have found a method to slow the horde's infestation. Remaining near the hive, the team will continue their research in an attempt to stop the horde.
Hi, Graven. I guess you're not in. You must be out helping Gromna save the world or something. I just wanted to tell you that I love you, and I miss you. And I really look forward to you coming back to me soon. Goodbye, sweetheart.
Graven's tools. A sledgehammer should come in handy.
Password.
Grap.
Entry denied.
Not so many. Slow down. Too many and the machine will overheat.
This pipe has been fixed recently, though not too well. A sledgehammer.
Drones, stop the bellows. Seal the pipe. To continue pumping with that damage would overheat the furnace.
With that bug gone, I can reach the controls. I'll shut down this abominable furnace. The mechanized arm survived the fire. I wonder if it can be used against the beasts. This is more complex than I imagined. There appear to be many controls, all interrelated. No more genocide today, monsters. No more embers will be delivered now. I'm certain I'll find Graven resting in his pod.
There you are. I was beginning to get worried. I thought something terrible might happen to you at the furnace, especially since your memory is gone.
No, I don't remember much of anything. I wouldn't even know my own name if you hadn't told me.
Every Cyclopean child knows the name of Grimwall. You're the great hero of the War of the One.
War of the One. Can you tell me about it?
Oh my. You are confused, aren't you? The War of the One was a pivotal point in the history of our people. For years, we had fought the insectoids, neither side gaining ground as the planet was ravaged by countless battles. The Makers, creators of all and of nothing, watched silently for many years before taking action. They spoke to the leaders of both sides through grand visions, declaring that there was to be one final battle for supremacy. The victor would rule the planet, and the defeated race would be forced underground, never to return to the surface again.
We won?
Yes, thanks to you. You destroyed nearly a third of the troops, all by yourself.
If we won, then why are these things back above ground?
No one really knows. Actually, no one really believed the story of the War of the One, or thought that there were any insectoids. Until now.
Graven, Chick-Tock requires authorization to upgrade my ID harness. Who can do that?
Normally, Gromna is the only one who can authorize such upgrades. But with the increased activity in the Queen's chambers, he remains there almost exclusively. I think we can fool Chick-Tock if I make my position sound important enough.
What should I say?
Tell him that your authorization comes from Graven, protege of Gromna, honorable assistant to Her Majesty. That should do it.
That evil machine will be silent for a while.
Evil? It's just a furnace, isn't it?
The thing was burning children, Graven. Cyclopean children.
What? But how can this be? Gromna would never allow such a thing to happen.
War of the...
Oh my. The Makers.
We won?
Yes. Take my advice. That harness you're wearing won't get you past every security device. You might want to see the cyber technician for an upgrade.
Gromna. That's the name the bugs were using at the furnace. They said he's giving the orders to burn the children's bodies.
That's absurd. He's my mentor. A brilliant entomologist. He'd never...
What?
Entomologist. He's our foremost specialist on insects. That's why the Peace Council chose him for this mission.
Mission? What mission? What the hell is going on here?
We were sent here to examine this hive a few months ago. We were captured, but Gromna convinced the Queen to put aside her plans of conquest and negotiate a peace treaty. Since then, it's been peaceful for both sides. In fact, tomorrow is the day that both leaders will meet to sign the treaty.
I tell you it's true, Graven. Something is terribly wrong here, and I think that this Gromna person is somehow involved. You must help me.
I'm sorry, but I can't. Not unless you have some physical proof to back up these wild accusations.
Very well. If proof is what you want, then that's what you'll get. I require my ID harness to be upgraded.
Upon whose authorization will I grant this procedure?
Graven, protege of Gromna, honorable assistant to Her Majesty.
Graven, hold while I search my databanks for confirmation. My records indicate that Graven is the assistant to Gromna. However, his authorization alone is not enough. I will need to verify that you are of sufficient age to be placed within the Royal Guard. Proceed to limb scanner for positive age identification.
The furnace operator's mechanical limb. No, not now.
Age requirements verified. Upgrade authorized. Step forward to have ID harness upgraded. Prepare for upgrade treatment.
Treatment? What treatment?
A treatment. They found a way to slow down the disease. It says here that a Dr. Morgan was ultimately responsible for developing the DNAV treatment. Didn't you study with the Dr. Morgan back in med school?
I was still a sophomore when he earned his doctorate.
Well, the treatment's called HOPE. It's supposed to decelerate the growth of the DNAV, almost doubling the lifespan of affected children.
The Aztecs found a way to survive the plague of Quetzalcoatl without conventional modern medicine. Well, hey, if Morgan is close to a cure, a true cure, then maybe he can use another set of hands. Maybe it's time to pack up here and go home.
What in the name of the Maker?
Royal Guard class confirmed. Enter.
Yes! Cyclops babies? In bottles?
Dr. Morgan? What test is this?
Ah, Max. You're just in time. This is a test of the subject's threshold. The serum will travel directly to the neurotransmitters of the brain and without actually harming the monkey, cause it to feel excruciating pain all over its body.
What? Well, that's not an experiment. It's torture! What possible purpose?
When you outrank me in lab years, Max, you can question the methods. I see the potential fruits of our research, and that justifies the means. A valuable lesson in scientific research, Max. In layman's terms, you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs.
I don't understand. No, my strength will break the bottle. I need something to cut it free. Grap. An insectoid pincher. The edges are sharp. An insectoid... I brought you the proof you asked for, Graven. Are you going to help me?
By the Makers. Yes, of course. I suppose we should search Gromna's pod. Come on. I have his globe code.
What's the globe code, Graven?
Immortal. That's the word to unlock the door.
Password.
Immortal.
Enter.
What are those?
They appear to be schematics of some kind. Judging by the shape and general mass, I'd say they were diagrams of the Great Machine.
Great Machine? What's that?
It's the huge round piece of machinery that sits on the edge of the Hive. Some say it was left there by the Makers themselves. Others think that it's a power source of some type. It used to emit a weird humming noise, but now it remains silent.
What?
According to these notes, 2 parts may have been removed to aid the insectoids. I need to visit the Great Machine and see for myself.
Mutilated grubs. What is Gromna doing with them? Gromna's notes. They say that the sound generator will open the worm transport tube. These designs, I do not understand them. A locked cabinet. I suspect that the traitor keeps something important within. This pillow appears to be rather lumpy. Aha! A key! A key. A control device. It seems to be generating an odd sound. This would appear to be the worm transport tube mentioned in Gromna's schematics. A sound generator. Must I pass through the bowels of the monster?
Hello, my children. Yes, Father is here.
they done to this poor fellow? He's got an insectoid body. Who are you?
I am Grundle, and you are
I am Grimwall.
Grimwall the hero? Too late to save us now, hero.
Where are you from?
Research team sent to investigate the insectoids.
Sent by whom?
Council of Peace sent us to stop the plague of insectoids.
Plague? You mean the insects were going to take over the cities below?
Yes, until Gromna came up with his plan.
You mean the peace treaty?
Peace treaty? Hell no! He's helping the bugs get stronger with those cybernetics. They're going to attack during the meeting for the treaty.
What? I must warn the council before it's too late.
Already too late. Too far away from the city. Our poor people are doomed.
Team? What team is that?
Council of Peace sent us to stop the plague of insectoids.
What are you doing here?
I feed the clones.
These aren't real children?
Real enough for the Queen to feed on.
By the Makers!
The Makers cannot help us now.
Gromna is a traitor!
Traitor and a butcher. He did this to me. Said he didn't want me to run away. Said I stay here forever.
Caged Cyclops children! The grubs make noise. For what purpose? These grubs are making some kind of faint noise. I wonder... Ugh! Yes! She's half bug, but she still seems aware as a Cyclops. Who are you?
Gorilla. I'm surprised to see another Cyclops in the Hive.
especially in the Queen's chambers. You seem familiar to me. Do I know you?
I am Grimwall.
The Grimwall of the war? But how can this be? It must be a sign from the Makers.
Where are you from?
The city, of course. I was part of Grona's research team before he betrayed us.
I don't understand. How did Gromna betray your team?
It's a little complicated, but I've managed to piece it all together. I can tell you the whole story if you'd like.
I don't have much time, but I'd like to hear your story.
I'll keep it brief. After we were captured, the Queen was set to execute us, but Grona convinced the Queen to let us live. Although now I wish we had been killed swiftly, instead of suffering through Grona's so-called surgeries.
I don't understand. How does this surgery fit into the insectoid's plans?
It doesn't. Grona has his own agenda. He seeks to unlock the secret of immortality. The insectoids have a greater metabolism than us, so he hopes to merge the two species and then use cybernetic enhancements in order to live forever. We're his experiments, his failures. We've been assigned to work here until we die.
Why do you stay here? Why not just escape?
We are part insectoid. We must obey the Queen's will, whether we want to or not. I suppose it doesn't matter anyway. One of the unfortunate side effects of merging our two species is dementia. Soon I'll be quite mad, just like the rest.
What do you do here?
I tend to the clones, monitoring their life signs. When they are near the end, I must call for a drone to remove it and carry its body down to the furnace. Then another drone brings up another clone. I do what I can to make their short lives a little less painful. It saddens me to see them suffer so.
This looks like part of the Great Machine, but I can't move it. I need something to stop this machine. Only then can I disengage and remove it. A piece of machinery. I hope this is what Graven wanted. Must I pass through the bowels of the monster? A piece of machine... A sound... Huh?
Oh, great! Now I'm stranded here.
Sorry. This flimsy stuff wasn't made to support my weight. Crap. A piece of machinery.
Oof! Where did you find this?
It was powering some type of machine that drained the blood out of the children and fed the queen.
This is awful. How could I have been so wrong about Gromna?
DNA test cycle initiated.
Perfect! Exactly. No!
Molecular cohesion negative.
Damn it!
Have you figured out the purpose of the machine?
Part of it, but I need time to properly study it. Gromna has removed 2 pieces from it. Generators of some kind. I need to attach the missing pieces to get the machine running again. Unfortunately, only Gromna knows where they are.
I've seen your fellow team members in the Queen's chambers. Gromna has interchanged their lower bodies with insectoid anatomy.
What? I haven't seen them since. We must save them!
I'm sorry, Graven, but their minds are gone. It's too late.
May the Makers preserve their souls.
What is it?
It appears to be a miniature wormhole.
Where does it lead?
Nowhere right now. Think of this as a hallway with only one door open. Until another door can be opened, this doesn't lead anywhere.
What about the second missing piece?
That could be it. Wherever it is, you must hurry and find it before the peace treaty tomorrow. Something tells me that it's nothing more than a clever disguise for a more sinister plot.
A sound It would... that would... I can't do that. Even the doorway is blocked by a living wall of worms. I'll have to climb up there somehow.
After long ages of waiting, the time has come. Today you assemble as outsiders, invaders. Tomorrow, your troops will sweep down upon the city in a murderous wave of retribution. For too long, you have known suffering. You have dwelt beneath the surface and watched your aggressors live in lands where you once lived. Will you remain underground forever? Can you endure this terrible injustice for one more day? Well, I am one of them. I, too, have been oppressed by your enemy. They laughed at me and my work. The very work which has given you your new cybernetic enhancements. The technology which will mow down all opposition in the coming war. The work which will allow you to overrun the capital city of Grunterra and assume your rightful place as rulers of this planet. Your planet! Your time has come. Tomorrow's end will see the end of the Cyclopean Age and the dawn of the Insectoids!
These screens show the enemy horde cheering Gromna's speech. There are so many of them. Surely the Cyclops race will be destroyed unless I can stop the Insectoids. The Insectoid Queen. I will not rest until she is destroyed! Strange. They seem to mark an entrance to nowhere. These controls are similar to those Gravin used to create the portal.
My God, that's it! All along, it's been so simple.
Could it be? My God, that's it! All along, the answer has been right here! Right in front of my eyes the whole time!
Now what? The whole damn hive will be bearing down on us any second now!
Hold on. I figured it out. The second piece serves as a compass for the wormhole. With this, I can open a doorway anywhere. I'm setting the coordinates for the chambers of the Peace Council. When we tell them about Gromna, they'll launch a preemptive nuclear strike against the hive. That's it!